Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom and peace be upon you. My name is Mohammed Emmanuel Yeshua, and I wanted to go over a couple family principles or rules. I don't like to use the word principles because it reminds me of Bible verses where it says we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, evil in high places, and principles or principalities. However, it still rules over the principles. It looks as though that if you come from a dysfunctional family, embrace your dysfunctional family. There's ways that you can get out of your dysfunctional family, but first you have to be able to accept another person's dysfunctional family for you to be able to be accepted in that dysfunctional family. There's no such thing as a perfect family, and if your previous, I miss you and love you, and you always talk to me. You have to be able to embrace another family that lets you know that they're not perfect, so that way you can understand that they're going to treat you better than your other family, but that family wasn't perfect. Some people are actually born in different families that are actually a lot poorly suited for them. The first thing that happens is that when they go through a crisis with that family, they betray the family. They they put the family through all types of torment or torture, like if it was the family's fault. It wasn't the family's fault. You have to understand that if you're part of that family, then you too take the blame because it's called family. Whether you're in a step family, real family, whatever it is, you have to understand that you have to be able to take acceptance for the consequences or the repercussions that happen in your family, because you have to be involved in order to uplift them and take them out. It's not wise to leave your family in a struggling or in a suffering situation knowing that you're the only one that can save them. If you want to help them outside of the picture, find an outside source that can help your family. Don't just leave your family to rot, because we were all babies and we are all imperfect. And if our mothers knew some of the things that we did, they'd probably let us rot too. But remember, 14 is just 7-7. It's supposed to be a lucky number. Try to embrace your family. Remember, we mess up when we don't talk to our children. The problems of the world is something that we really should be expressing to our children. You don't want your children to steal? Tell them, don't steal. You don't want your children to know about sex? Tell them, this is sex. Don't do sex. You know, take part of raising your family. Stop letting TV raise your family and a cell phone to raise your family, because cell phones show nothing but ass and titties and all kinds of stuff and everything like that. And so does TV. So when they start asking for sex or cigarettes and things like that, don't blame nobody else but yourself, because the first thing you do is hand them a device and give them a remote. That's the consequence of the latchkey kid.